story time on how I almost lost my wife after going to a swingers party. So boom, I already told y'all, I'm a hereditary cheater. This got passed down to me in my bloodline. Like my daddy was, his daddy was, and so on. They was all cheaters. It just came down the bloodline. So like I say, that's neither here or there. That's either here or there. So my girl like, damn, like why you keep cheating? Because I kept getting caught. I ain't gonna say I was being sloppy, but these bitches were telling on me. They were telling on me. They can't keep no secret. They can't keep no secret. They be lying. And so I kept getting caught or whatever. And she just like, you check all the other boxes. Like, you a good man. I'm a good man. So I'm like, hey, I help you, with the chores, cleaning, cooking.
All right, man. But yeah, we got a crazy story for y'all today. I call these parties HiV parties. You feel me? So he gonna go to, he decides to take his wife to a HiV party. But my thing is this: if you trying to do all of that weirdness, HiV parties and all this stuff, why you in a relationship, bro? Just be single. But I still don't recommend going to them. That's just nasty, bro. It really is. It's nasty. But yeah, I ain't gonna hold y'all for too long. We're gonna hear what he's talking about, man. Let's get to the video.
All that there, take care of the kids, paying the bills. But I just got this hereditary thing that's going on in me that causes me to cheat. But anyway, she like what can I do to make you not cheat? And I'm like, shit, ain't cheating if we both do it. And she like, wait, what you mean? I'm like, shit, if we, we bust something down together. Me thinking like getting a little Nicki Minaj going or whatever. And she like, well, what about me? What if I wanted to, you know what I'm saying? What if I wanted to partake and I wanted to get me another man on the side? And I'm like, damn. From all I know right now to this moment, this bitch being loyal. She being loyal. So I'm like, I can't be selfish. Even though I want to be selfish. But I'm like, damn, like I kind of got to make a sacrifice. I'm thinking about just like canceling the whole ideal and just doing it by myself. But I'm like, I love her. I don't want to keep messing this up. So boom, we looking it up. We trying to go to a little swingers convention or party or whatever. So we looking it up. Boom, we found one in Orlando. And
That's where it be happening at Orlando, Atlanta, Houston, Texas, California, them areas. That they be having all that. That's why the HiV rates in those areas is crazy. You feel me? Because of all this wickedness they got going on, all this sin. You hear me? That's nasty. Sodom and Gomorrah. You feel me?
Yeah, like we ain't really got to do nothing. If you know what I'm saying, on the first night, if we don't see nothing. In my head, I'm thinking like, boy, I see something. I'm cracking. Hey, I'm busting it down. So I'm thinking in my head though, I'm like, boy, I hope she really don't want to like go through with this. She just trying to say this so like I can change my mind and just be on some not cheating type shit. But I told y'all I can't help. This is in my blood, hereditary cheater. So we looking it up, swingers thing in Orlando. Boom, we finna go. We done booked the room and all that there. Why did I do this? Part two. Come.
All right, let's find part two.
Part two on how I almost lost my wife at a swingers party. So boom, we booked the room and all that there. We heading up. So my nerves kind of shooking a little bit. I'm like, damn, like, I don't really want her to get, bust down at that bit. Like, I'm hoping she like playing, but in my head I'm thinking like I can kind of control the situation. I got all the control. I ain't have no control.
You ain't got no control. The funny thing is he requested to go, but a lot of times in those situations the women be wanting to do it more than the men. They just happy the man accepted it. You know what I'm saying? They're like, oh, he's saying I can go, but the woman really like, okay. And the fact that he thought he had control, no, bro. Cause the woman gonna get chose way more faster than a woman to choose a man. You feel what I'm saying? So I know he in for a rude awakening.
I later found that out. So boom, we on the way there. We talking about. I'm like trying to pick her head. Like, what type of man you looking for? She like, I don't know. Like, I don't really want no other man, and I just want you. You know, I'm gonna just let you do your thing. I'm thinking in my head like maybe she trying to like see how I be acting when she ain't around. So we heading there, you know, we get there, pull up, we get our room and all that there. Everything seeming like laid back. I'm like, it was kind of like a little cheap little, like a Motel 6 type thing, but it was kind of low key, like kind of the vibe or whatever. So boom, we get there, you know, we just kind of like pre-gaming, you know, little drink, you know what I'm saying? Just a little pre-gaming, because you don't want to go there like sloppy. I want to like know what I'm doing once I get there. Like that'd be crazy. I don't like to be like that. I'd be off my pivot then. So we get in there, you know, like I say, I'm still kind of nervous. You know, I'm like, damn, like it could be some real, like some niggas that really piping, like horse, like, and just tell my be up. Just tell her all up. Tell my be all up. So I'm kind of scared. I'm like, boy, I'm hoping that she really meaning what she was saying when she said she don't really want no other man. So nighttime hit, boom. We go into the little gathering party and all that there, and it was kind of like a little lingerie party thing going on, like kind of lingerie, kind of cosplay. So we, you know, pull up, we kind of nervous. It's our first time doing some shit like that. Like, I you know, my little hereditary thing, this ain't with no group of people, this by myself. So we getting up, and I ain't gonna lie, like once I started seeing all what was walking around that thing, like, hey, that little nervousness, that went out the door. I was like, hey, so first quarter, I got 2 coming up to me. And then when I tell you it was like a buffet in there, like a buffet, you know, a buffet, you can, it's all type of different foods. You can just try anything. So first quarter, two walk up to me. I'm like, damn, like I'm finna get my fantasy in this quick. Like this all it took. So I'm like, damn, my fantasy, like I ain't never have it like at the same time. No Nicki Minaj at the same time. Now I know I'm being with this girl and then this girl, but not at the same time. So yeah, I'm in that bit like Tarzan. Like I'm jumping off goddamn chandeliers, all that shit. Like I'm really hanging out. Like, and then I got them like lined up side by side. So I'm like skiing in that bit, like side to side, just skiing. But
I was say it was skiing. Okay, bro.
I don't even know. I didn't even imagine what I was finna get ready to go through while I'm in there having a good time. I tried to be like Cam Newton, where he said, if I'm fucking, I can't worry about who else fucking. I wish I could have been like that. I could have been strong like that. I wish. Part three.
Newton, what do you mean by that? You know what I'm saying?
Part 3.
Cam Newton into all of that. I don't think I ever heard Cam Newton say nothing about that.
Part 3 on almost losing my wife at a swingers party. So boom, like I say, I'm in that bit like Tarzan. I'm in that bit jumping off chandeliers, jumping off goddamn pianos, whatever I could jump off of, I'm jumping off. I'm diving in. So all this going on the whole time, I forgot I even came with my girl. I'm like, you know, I'm in there partaking. I go to thinking like, damn, wait. I look around. I don't see my bed. So I'm like fuck what's going on right now. Let me go find out what's going on. How they bit gonna leave my side? And mind you, before we went in there, we was already, you know, going over our little code words to get up out of there. So the code word was like something was in your eye. So boom, I'm walking through there. I'm looking for my girl. And you know, like when you be with somebody for a while, you know their voice. So I hear her voice, but this sound like that bedroom voice. And I'm thinking in my head like, that bitch said she ain't want no other man. She ain't want no other man. So, boom, I walk in the little other room. Bitch, my bed turned up inside out. Bitch got her like a goddamn whole lawn chair out that bitch. Whole lawn chair out that bitch. So I'm hurt. I ain't even gonna lie. I'm trying to hold back tears. But they kind of falling. So I'm thinking like I gotta get that bit that cold. So she in her own world. Eyes rolled back in the back of her head, all that there. So she finally kind of like look up. She look at me. I look at her. She look at me. I'm like, tears kind of, dried up. And
Nigga, what you expect? Taking your wife down. Like, what you expect, bro? For real, what did he expect for her to just be sitting in the corner somewhere while he jumping off chandelier? Man, come on.
Like, not dried up, but like stuck right there in my eye. Like, that bit went and fall. But that bit was like right there, like big bold, big bullet tears in my eyes. So I'm getting her to blink. This bitch act like she ain't see me. She go to, back, eyes roll back in her head. So I had to politely snatch my bitch up. So I'm down there about to get into it with the niggas there because they thinking like I'm just a random swinger trying to like snatch her up or whatever. And I'm like, nah, nigga, this my wife. So I snatch her ass up. We leaving, we going back to the room. I'm heated, but I'm like, I can't really be, I'm trying to like stay cool at the same time, trying to control my emotions. Cause hey, it was kind of my idea, but kind of not my idea. I thought I had control, but I didn't have control. And she showed me. Like they say, if a woman stay with you after you cheat, that get back coming, or it done already happened. So, man, we get back to the room. I can't even look at her. I'm like, this is unbelievable. Like, you a whole different person than I thought you was. Like, this is crazy. So, boom, we leave the next day. We supposed to stay the whole weekend. We leave the next day. That ride home was so awkward, man. So awkward. Like, still to this day, I can't even look at her the same. Like, damn near think about calling it quits, but we had to get some therapy and all that though. But hey, don't take your wife or your girl that you trying to have a future with to the swingers party, because she might partake and you might don't like how she partaking. You can't just think about yourself. Like I say, I try to be like Cam Newton. Like, if I'm fucking, how I'm gonna worry about somebody else fucking? No, I was worried, and I was devastated and traumatized. Part 3.
I'm trying to see, what did he expect to happen? I just think it's so dumb to get married and then say this is the type of, and then I'm gonna go jump into the, man, wicked world we live in. Man, y'all tell me what y'all think about Buddy's story in the comments, man. See you guys next video. Always remember, be safe out here, king and queen. Let's